Hello, this is UNDECAYED. I am Tony, the vocalist, and over there we have Stoffe, the bass player. He didn't bring records to do this, so he's not really participating.
My name is Mikael, I'm the guitarist.
I'm Jesper, the drummer.
And we were asked to do this by Metal Crypt to talk a bit about our 4 most inspirational records. And Michael is going to start with one of his.
This is Death, Scream Bloody Gore. In my opinion, the first real death metal album. This is not Death's best record, that's Human. But this was the first death metal album I heard, and it did a big impact on me.
And one of my favorites is Imperial Doom by Monstrosity. I think this album has a lot. It's brutal, it's technical, and it was one of the first kind of all-star death metal bands, because the members had already been active in Corpse Grinder, Malevolent Creation, Solstice, Cynic and Atheist. And it's a really awesome album. It does a lot for me.
My first pick is an old classic, Motley Crue, Shadow of the Devil. It's the album that really got me interested into some kind of harder music, and it also kicked me off starting playing double bass drums.
Yeah, my second one, You Can't Do This and Don't Mention Entombed, Left Hand Path. The album started the Swedish death metal sound, the first Swedish death metal record with a Swedish death metal sound. Carnage released their album a month later or something like that. A really great album, and I remember when it was released, I was really stoked about it. This is that album. I think I was 16 years old or maybe 15 years old when I bought this. So it had been in my possession for a while now. Yep.
My second album I picked was Malevolent Creation, The 10 Commandments, and it was one of those albums that kind of mixed death thrash with pure death metal. And one of the earlier albums that kind of did a mix between thrash and went towards death metal. And every song on this album is a pure classic in my book, and it's definitely their best, according to me.
Yeah, well, my second pick is also an old classic, Metallica and Justice for All. In my opinion, their absolute best album. They perform better than on any other album. It's the best songs, and this is the album that kicked me off into even harder music than Motley Crue and that kind of stuff.
Then the third album, this is an album by Broken Hope. It's not what I can see an album many people mention, but this is their latest album. It got a couple of years on it, but I think this is a great death metal album. They got all the ingredients I really like, so I think this is a top-notch album, and I have been listen very much on this album.
My next pick is Immolation, Dawn of Possession. And in my opinion, Immolation is one of few death metal bands that really never did a weak album. But this debut album, Dawn of Possession, is definitely my favorite, and according to me the best. And I actually, Ross Dolan, the vocalist of this band, I think he has the most brutal voice of all death metal singers. He's the best in my book, and I really love this album.
My third pick is this one, The Haunted Made Me Do It. Probably my favorite band right now, and an extremely good album. There's not a weak song on this album, and every time I return to it, it always brings my energy up. So this is a really, really great album.
Okay, my last pick, guess what? Cannibal Corpse. Butchered at Birth. Is this their best album? No. But have they ever done a bad album? No. this band keeps on holding up a fantastic quality on all their albums. And this is my absolutely favorite band who I have been following since 1990. This album, why I picked this one. 1991, did I go to my first concert. Cannibal Corpse was in Europe for the first time, and they come to Malmö, and I think the other band who played before them was Loud Blast. We went down to Malmö and saw this concert, and I was really blown away. And that was the Butcher at Birth tour, and because of that I have this album. But Cannibal Corpse have done so many great albums, and they are a fantastic band and my absolutely favorite band. So Cannibal Corpse, and in this case Butcher at Birth.
I am kind of known for actually favoring debut albums by every band, but all the albums I've shown so far have been debut albums. Actually, this album which I picked, which is my absolute favorite album in the whole wide world, is actually not a debut album in that sense, because they had already recorded another album before it, although it wasn't officially released until later. So my pick here is, of course, Altars of Madness by Morbid Angel. To me, this is the best album ever released, all categories, and it came out in 1989. There have been nothing near it since then, not by the band themselves, not by anyone else. And I still have very vivid memories of when I stood in a record store and they had just received a batch of imports, and they played this in the speakers, and there was the bass player of Leprosy, a local thrash metal band by then. He was standing there and he was like, well, it's okay, I think I will buy it. And I was standing outside in the store, and I was like, what the hell is this? Oh, what the hell is this? It's the best I've ever heard. I have to buy it. And I did. And I kind of listened to it. I don't know how many times, but it's the best album ever for me.
My last pick is this one, Death and Human. When someone asks me which my favorite album is, this is my answer. There's not a bad second on this album. It's just amazing. The songs are perfect. The performance by the musicians is mind-blowing. Some of them were just teenagers and they were playing on a level that's unreachable. So this album is by far the best death metal album in my opinion, and this is the album that really kicked me off into listening to death metal from the very first beginning.
Yeah, that's all for us. Thanks a lot for giving us this opportunity.
Yeah,
we hope you understood us, although our English may have not been perfect, but we are Swedes.
We are Swedes.
Yeah,
we're Swedes. And last but not least, don't forget to check out our debut album, In Death's Image, released by Lethal Sessi Records.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys. Take care.